Congressman Jason Chaffetz is a member of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Congressman, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks, Allison.
It's heartbreaking to hear Pat Smith and her frustration. Obviously, she has the frustration of a mother and lots of unfinished business with what happened there with her son. I know you're trying to find information also. What did you learn that was new this week from the hearings that you've held?
Well, she's inspiring to me. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you figure out what it is you're trying to do here in Washington, to hear that testimony, just it breaks your heart, but it also inspires you. I think the hearing we had with the four panelists beforehand, hearing about the Accountability Review Board, I felt was an important step. We learned, I guess, a little bit, but it didn't answer the fundamental questions. That review was not conclusive. It was not in depth. It was very shallow in its approach, and you got to really question the independence given the fact that Hillary Clinton's own chief of staff, the person right at her side, was integrally involved at every step of the way. So there's a lot more we got to learn. You
called Patrick Kennedy to testify. He's the Undersecretary for Management. He said that every single one of the security requests that came across his desk was answered and fulfilled. Let me play that moment from the hearing for you.
I would be glad to submit for the record a list of all the security enhancements that we put into place in Benghazi. Increasing the wall, alarm systems, cameras, barbed wire, drop-arm barriers to make sure that bomb-laden vehicles could not crash into the building.
It sounds thorough, Congressman. Before the attack, what more could they have done?
Oh, they could have done a lot more, and I can't wait to see that list. It's been 13 months. They still haven't sent that list. That was in the Foreign Affairs Committee hearing, but I got to tell you, if you go back and listen to the testimony from Eric Nordstrom, who was the regional security officer there before the attack, you hear the testimony from Gregory Hicks, who was the deputy chief of mission. When you talk to Colonel Wood, who was the military liaison there on the ground, they were asking for more personnel and more fortification. They didn't get it. They got less. That facility had been bombed in April. It had been bombed in June. The British ambassador had the assassination attempt. They asked for more security. They never got it. They never got it.
When former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton came and testified to Congress about this, she said the specific security requests pertaining to Benghazi were handled by the security professionals in the department. I didn't see those requests, she said. They didn't come to me. I didn't approve them. I didn't deny them. What more would you expect former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to say if you call her back before your panel?
Well, look, she said she takes full responsibility. It's Libya after a revolution, on 9/11, after two bombings, after the British had been assassination attempt, the Red Cross had been bombed. How could the Secretary of State not been personally involved? What in the world was she doing? And remember, the Accountability Review Board, set up by her own cronies there from the State Department, she handpicked them. They found 29 systemic problems and challenges within the Department of State in 60 days. How can they find 29 problems, and she couldn't find that over 4 years with billions of dollars and thousands of employees? So there's still a lot of questions.
Okay, so Congressman, now these hearings have wrapped up this week. What is your next step?
Well, we got to find the people that actually perpetrated this. The terrorists have never been held accountable. We've never killed or captured anybody. That's first and foremost. We want to hear from the witnesses that were on the ground. We have never, to this date, heard from somebody who was actually a witness. And if you want to get to the truth, let's talk to the eyewitnesses. The State Department, the White House himself, continue to blockade us. They're obstructionists in this regard.
But can you call those witnesses? I mean, will you be calling those witnesses and trying to get them in front of your panel?
Yes, Chairman Issa issued 2 new subpoenas. Excuse me. Put out 2 new additional subpoenas. I think we will get them at some point.
All right, Congressman Jason Chaffetz, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us about